Hi, my name is Edie McCarthy. I'm the assessor in the town of Greenburgh, and as you're aware that we've gone through the townwide reassessment project, I'm here today to clarify a lot of the questions that we've been getting through emails and phone calls about the reassessment and your disclosure notices and also the process going forward. So I'd like to start with acknowledging the letters that you have received at this point. It is coming in an envelope that specifically states important assessment and tax information. Please don't throw that out. Open it up, and what you will see is a letter from Tyler Technologies explaining what the disclosure process is all about and the next steps. The second sheet of paper that will be in the envelope will be the actual disclosure notice. This is very important. So I just want to go through a couple of the charts on the form to get you a better understanding as to what you're going to be reading. So right here, as you can see, this is your 2015 assessed value. That was last year's assessment, and that's what you will be paying taxes on in 2016. On the next line, you will see what the Tyler Technologies revaluation feels that your property is worth. So this is the number that you're looking at right here, that's circled in blue, and if you feel that you can actually sell your property for what that is indicated there, then you're set. If you feel that the property is incorrectly assessed, that's when you contact Tyler Technologies to schedule an appointment. We'll talk about that in a minute. If your eyes go down to the next chart, which is right here, this will show you specifically for town, county, fire, school, and in some instances villages. This is actually what you did pay in 2015, and if the new values were in place, this is what you would have paid if the new values were in place, right down here. Again, this is the difference. Now you may see, I have two examples. Here, on the top is the two charts on a particular piece of property, and again, here's another piece of property. Whereas this one up on the top, as you can see, some of you might have received it, the assessed value up on the top actually increased, but the taxes down here, as you can see, have decreased. Here, you will see that the assessed value increased, and the taxes, if the assessment was in place at the time, the taxes would have increased. So people are getting a little bit confused about that. And the reason for the differences is that your property taxes were dependent on what happened to everybody else's property in the entire town. Your value was set by Tyler Technologies, and that value, once again, should be based on the market value as of July 1st, 2015. If that's correct, then again, there's nothing else for you to do. If not, please contact Tyler at 1-800-273-8605. Their phone number is on both of the sheets that you have received. I'd like to bring up a couple more points that if you need more information, more elaborate information than what I'm giving you in 10 minutes, you can go on the Town of Greenburgh website. It's greenburghny.com, and on the right hand side, as you can see, you can click on, it's highlighted in yellow, and you can click on the property search, and you can type in either your parcel ID, the owner's name of the property, or your property address, and you can get the information from there. A couple other questions that we've been receiving with regard to the appeals process. There are two steps in the process. The first step at this point is to contact Tyler Technologies and go through that informal process as we just talked about. You will receive your notification from Tyler by June 1st or 2nd in the mail. If you are still dissatisfied at that point, you can go through the formal grievance process, which most of you are aware of. You do not need an attorney. You do not need a tax representative. You can do this process by yourself. It's really not intimidating. Bring as much information as you possibly can. For example, if you just recently sold your property, bring a copy of the listing sheet or the contract. If you have an appraisal on the property, you can bring that. Interior photographs will always help. Anything that's going to help make a determination as to the accuracy of the assessment will help your case. What is market value? Market value is today's value. Well, actually it's based on July 1st, 2015, and the best way to describe it to you is what if you can sell your property today, what would you sell it for? That's the best way to answer the definition of the market value. Some of the other questions that we've been receiving is about your property tax exemptions. On the form, once again, as you can see down here, if you have the STAR exemption or the Veterans exemption or any other type of exemption, that's included in the property taxes that are identified down here. It's already included. If you do have exemptions, you will see them identified in the top portion of the box. If they are not there and you feel you have it, perhaps you've just applied and it has not been processed yet. We're still working on that as we speak. The exemptions that you are familiar with, if you look at your 2015 tax bill, you will see, for example, the STAR exemption of $3,020. Give or take. Now that we are valuing properties at 100% of market value, you will see your exemptions on your 2017 tax bills representing $90,000, because that was based on the current market value. Your assessed value is now 100%. What that means, excuse me, when you have an assessed value now and you look at your tax bill, you might see a number or a value that is $10,000. When you get your future tax bills, that $10,000 equates to a market value of $310,000. When you get your future tax bills, if your property is assessed at $100,000, that's what your market value will be, and vice versa. So you won't have to do any further calculations. You'll understand that process better. The process of the reassessment started approximately 2 years ago. We inspected a significant number of properties within the town. If you were one of the property owners that did not contact Tyler Technologies to have an inspection on your property and you feel that your assessment is inaccurate, you should call them to make an appointment, and they may want to come out and do an inspection as of right now. So feel free and don't be intimidated by them asking to come out and inspect or even re-inspect your property for accurate inventory. One of the questions that we're also getting, as you can see on this form, is that, and I had previously mentioned it, that the assessment here prior to was very low. In this particular case, the assessment is $9,500, and now it's going up to $278,000. The $9,500 is a percentage of market value. That percentage of market value that's set by New York State is what is known as the level of assessment. Again, it's a percentage of the market value. Whereas going forward, our level of assessment, what we're assessing properties at, will be 100%. To go back, and I hope that I clarified a lot of the questions on the form and about your property taxes. These are not what your taxes are going to be in 2017. They are what they would have been if the assessments were in place excuse me, at the time that the 2015 taxes were calculated. The 2017 taxes will not be established until the end of 2016. I hope that that clarified a lot of the questions that we've been getting. And in addition to going on the website, being able to see what your specific property is, there are other PowerPoint presentations that are available for you to review in much further detail than what I'm giving you now. Here's a PowerPoint presentation that is online. It takes about another 10 minutes to go through, and it's very specific as to the details on how to go through the next steps of the process. One last thing that I would like to comment on that we've been receiving a lot of emails is that several people are having trouble getting through to the clerks at Tyler Technologies to make an appointment. I ask respectfully that you please be patient. The town of Greenburgh sent out 30,000 letters of the disclosure notices, and there are many people that are trying to call to make an appointment. There are many phone lines available through Tyler. They have a lot of people answering the phones, and I'm asking again, please be patient. You will definitely get through, and just keep trying. If in fact you have not received your letter yet, then give it another couple days and then try and call Tyler Technologies. If you did receive your letter and you can't find it, or you feel that you're not going to receive it in the mail, you are welcome to call Tyler Technologies and they will send you a copy. So again, I hope that this clarified a lot of your questions. We are available. The office staff, the assessment office staff is here to answer any process questions, but if you have questions about your value, you must go through Tyler Technologies at this juncture. Thank you very much for taking the time. I hope this was helpful.